My name is Atkinson. I'm responsible for sales at ebankIT. So ebankIT is a digital banking software provider. So we provide all the software that sits on top of a core banking system or a payment engine to provide banks or building societies or credit unions with the ability to provide their customers with an outstanding experience, and also to help the bank staff, back office and front office to deliver their retail commercial banking solutions. ebankIT, we're about 8 years old, and since 2014, so when we were founded, pretty much just after that, we attended our first Finovate. So we're sort of regulars on the scene. We always find it a really good sort of platform to show our technology, to show things we can do, and show the evolution of the products as well. And the thing we like about it is it generates a buzz. So we get lots of questions, lots of people approaching us after the event, and we can then engage with them. But also, the demos that we do, they live on. So they're basically on the internet, they're on YouTube. So we can refer back to them, and customers can refer back to them. So we often get leads where people have seen something we did maybe 3 years ago and said, "Look, we're now really interested in this." So where it's where we're trying to push the boundaries, as a lot of the vendors here will do, sometimes it'll take 2 or 3 years to come to fruition, and then now they're ready for it. So then they'll still find us. So that's pretty much why we choose Finovate. Yeah, it was good. I mean, the first thing, it's great to be back live on stage. During the 2-year sort of hiatus, the pandemic, we tried a few sort of virtual events, and they were okay, but you don't get the same sort of reaction. You don't get the same buzz. You don't get the same sort of experience. So really happy to be back. Really pleased to be back. And my hope is that it continues to grow. We'll see more and more of the customers returning to these live events and picking up really where it was back in 2019. Yeah, that's a really easy question to answer. It's actually in business. So we can track, some of our key new business wins track right back to Finovate, where we met someone on a stand, we got a business card, and that started. In fact, our biggest market at the moment, over 53% of our business is in Canada. We were at a Finovate when one of the Canadian, the biggest credit union in Canada, just happened to find us, saw the demo, gave us a business card. And from that, over half of our business is now generated really from that win, from that original Finovate demo. So it's very easy. We can track it. We can see where we met with the customers and hopefully get new leads and new business. Well, it's a really interesting time. We're just we're at a place where we're trying to help lots of different banks, and some of the old established ones, but a lot of the new entrants. So where you have major world events like the ones we're experiencing at the moment and the ones we've had for the last few years, we're trying to stay very relevant and help them. So it should be. I think the future is very, very strong, very bright. There's all the new things we were showing today around gamification and NFTs, things like embedded finance, which is really big at the moment. We do that. We can help customers do that. So the future's good. I mean, we're already booked up for a few more Finovate, 2 more. Spring in San Jose and New York, and inevitably we'll be back in Europe next year.